What's up, Marvel Universe fans? This is Castro Sakio, coming back with another Marvel Universe line of figure review. Want to give a shout out to everybody on Facebook, showing a lot of love over there at Marvel Toy Lines, the Marvel Universe community page, Make Mine Marvel. I don't want to forget anybody else, but there's a new called Action Figure Trade page. Also, this will probably be the first review I post up there. Well, everyone's talking about this 4-pack, the Avengers movie comic collection 4-pack, and of course there's two of them out there. One with a bunch of figures that you probably have if you're a Marvel Universe collector, and one with some that you may or may not have because of where they came from. So I wanted to do a review on it, and here it is. This is the Avengers comic collection. I think this is set 1, and as you can see, it gives you a lot of rare figures. Even the Tony Stark's Iron Man I think is a rare one because you couldn't get the horn one unless you got the giant battle pack. But you get Hawkeye, which you can only get with the one of the Wrecking Crew members. You get Loki, which you can get with Goliath. Iron Man, which you get with Giant Man. You get the Hulk. That is the reason why anyone bought this set. This Hulk is badass. Now, what that means to some of you Marvel Universe collectors out there is that you're going to retire your old Hulk mode. I don't care who you are, you're going to retire it. This set probably went for $30 at Walmart. I didn't intend on getting it so soon. I just walked into Walmart with my son. I saw it, I grabbed it. So that some of the scalpers out there were charging $60 for it. I have the other set just because. So if anyone's interested, let me know. Hit me up on a private message. Pause it so you can go ahead and read it. But the Hawkeye is the same exact Hawkeye that you get in the Secret Wars 2-pack. The Hulk is more towards the World War II Hulk. I'll verify that later, but I think the mold is the same with the new head sculpt and feet sculpt and arm sculpt. Loki is exactly the same. Same wash, same everything. And then, of course, you've got Iron Man, which gives you 2 repulsor blasts. So you guys are aware of that. And there's the other set. But if you're not a Marvel Universe collector and you're just starting out, that is the perfect box set to get. It gets you Ultimate Cap, Black Widow, Extremist Iron Man, and New Age Thor. And, of course, there's the characters on the side. I want to show you underneath the box what it looks like. Coinciding with the Avengers theme and the logo, they did great. They broke $1 billion worldwide, and that's an awesome movie. And I'm glad that us comic book fans and Marvel fans everywhere have stood up and showed our support and our love. You keep showing them love, they'll keep showing you back love. Take a note, Mattel. Mattel and Warner Brothers, for some reason with DC, they just take a crap on their own fans. Marvel, you give us love. I know that we're not getting a lot of figures right now. We're not getting a lot of MUs. But keep in mind, it's letting people. It used to be a 3-pack, now it's a 4-pack. But keep in mind that there are people that haven't collected and probably giving it some time to catch up. So imagine if you were a kid that really likes it, but you can't get to keep up with the figures, obviously because you don't have a job, because you're a little kid. This gives you an opportunity to get all the old stuff, the peg warmers that we call it, so-called. And this is what I did. I went out and I said, you know what? They need to make vehicles for some of our characters. I know this is a Star Wars figure. I really don't care for the figure. I bought it for the bike, the speeder bike. I don't have to customize it too much. I just have to add maybe a couple logos from the Avengers. But that is the Hawkeye Sky Cycle that I will be using. The reason I went with this versus the single-seated ones was because Black Widow can sit with them. But all you need to do is put a little bubble right there. Find one of those little eggshell bubbles from the 25 cents machine. Cut it out, hot glue it to the bike, and there you go. You have a Sky Cycle. I was thinking of using that, but that looked a little awkward into Star Wars. And that's not really a Sky Cycle. That's, some sort of, fighter pod. And there goes the other stuff you get from Star Wars. I'm not a collector because I'm not a fan of the hinged hips. I don't know why Hasbro still makes hinged hips when you're making ball jointed hips, but tighten up. Shows you there, it has little guns on the pedals as well. This guy's name is Cad Bane. Cad Bane speeder bike. I want to see what this thing is. Hasbro. It's like some sort of Star Wars logo. Yeah, Hasbro makes it, so it's official. I trust their products. They seem to, you know, hook me up more than they let me down. And no one's perfect, and especially a company is not perfect. So if they're making a lot of vehicles for the Star Wars fans, they need to start showing some of that love to MU fans. So let's get this bad boy open. I want to go ahead and show you the differences, because this is not going to be a super long review on articulation, because if you have most of these figures, there's not much to go about. There's the Iron Man. I want to point out one difference between this one and the Giant Man package. This one has a chrome face. The gold accents are chrome. It's not just like the paint. It's chrome. They did like a super chrome job on it. It's not metal or nothing, but I don't know if you can tell in the picture. They gave you 2 repulsor blasters for what? I don't know. I think those accessories are a joke. They don't really look cool at all, and they look awkward. You know, but there you go. Can you guys tell? Same articulation, ball jointed shoulder, bicep swivel, single hinged elbow, wrist twist, upper torso articulation, ball jointed hips, double jointed knees, ankle pivot and rocker. You know, it's the same buck Iron Man has used, I think, 1 billion times throughout all the Marvel figure 3 3/4 inches. There's the Giant Man Iron Man that came in a Walmart exclusive 2-pack. He came with no accessories, so I guess I can give one to him from there, right? The stands, I got them from Entertainment Earth, by the way. Hold on, that was the other one. This is the Loki that came with the 4-pack, and you know, he's got the same slim Spider-Man buck, so that means he's got the ball jointed head, ball jointed shoulder, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, wrist twist, upper torso articulation, no lower torso articulation, has ball jointed hips, double jointed knees. Yeah, the sculpt is got a nice wash to it, but it's the same exact one that you get with the Frost Giant. The same exact one. There's no change whatsoever, 0. But if you couldn't get your hands on a Frost Giant to get the Loki, because obviously a comic book Loki is needed for your diorama and your setup, there you go. Same thing like Spider-Man. It has the hinged ankle with pivot, the twist. This is your opportunity. So some of you guys out there that are like, oh, well, I don't really need the other extras. Well, that's fine, but there's people out there that can need them, and I'm sure that you wouldn't mind selling, or, you know, making a couple bucks on it. Maybe sell it to a kid for like $10. You know, make their day. They're giving you 4 of them. Why not share the love, right? And I'm going to bring out the Frost Giant Loki for comparison. Let me get the camera sorted. The space is getting bigger. Here we go. Same exact Loki. No color differences, no wash differences, nothing whatsoever. Identical. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring out another one here. Now, this is the one that I wanted to show people because, you know, I'm just trying to think outside the box. This is what happens when you don't have MUs right now. You've got nothing to buy. I'm making sky cycles out of Star Wars vehicles. There's the Hawkeye. I think one of the differences, there's no real difference between the 2 Hawkeyes, other than that the quality on the figure itself is a little sturdier than the Secret Wars pack. My Secret Wars pack had a really, really weak wrist on the right hand, the right arm, and it popped off. So I had to use hot glue to get it back together. And you know, I'm not much of a customizer, but I had to work with what I had to. You can see the H logo is a little bit shinier on this Hawkeye versus the Secret Wars 2-pack. I think he came with a pile driver. There he is. There's this smirk. The paint apps are excellent, phenomenal. They stand out. A real comic book accurate Hawkeye. Similar to the Dark Hawkeye, except he doesn't have the long sleeves. So if you guys have the Dark Hawkeye, then you're familiar with this particular one. He's got the fingers for the quiver. This speeder bike, which I like, has the pegs on the foot so you can step on it. And of course, as I give you, you can take a look at the hand. This speeder bike also is very sturdy. No moving parts whatsoever, so no articulation. But it's a nice vehicle, and I think I said it'll make a good sky cycle. Put a couple Avengers logos on there, we're good to go. So, trying to show you a little bit more our paint apps. There you go. You know, it's a good touch. You know, I think so. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know. I'm just being creative. There, you could put Cad Bane's shotgun, but instead I put his bow. You're able to store his bow right there, so it works out. It works out perfectly. You know, just had to think outside the box. You know, there's probably a couple of the Star Wars vehicles out there that you can probably use for different Marvel Universe figures, just like you can use G.I. Joe vehicles for Marvel Universe. Let's go ahead and bring out the other Hawkeye. Where is he at? There he is. Let me put him on here. This Hawkeye, like I said, I was using him. He's a little softer. Oh, he fell over. He's got weaker joints. I've heard people say that the joints have broken off, or the hinges broken off, and you had to repair it. So I feel your pain. Listen, the wrist broke off, and that was the hand that he uses to hold the quiver, the arrow, is what they call it, right? The quiver is the basket. I don't know. I'm not much of an archer, but he just broke right off. So yeah, I'm real pissed about it. But what are you gonna do? I know the Secret Wars packs were budgeted and they were cheaply made. So now I can't twist that hand. It's permanently fused to his forearm. Kind of looks like he's got a cast on it, but the paint is pretty much the same as the new one. Let me show you there. See, I was scraping some of the hot glue off, and I took some of his paint off his glove. You can see that. Yeah, a little skin is showing. Whatever, it gives him a rugged look. Let me see, give you a better close-up. This camera sucks at focusing, even though it's HD. Yeah, you see? It's the best work I can do with hot glue. I was going to use crazy glue, but it's permanent. Excuse me. Well, let me put him back. And Hawkeye, of course, is him posed. He's going to go on the duplicate spin. Everyone on the left is going on the duplicate spin. And the Iron Man also is going in the duplicate spin. I don't need that many Iron Mans anyway, unless I want to build a hollow armor. There's the arrow that came with it. It was a little crooked and bent, but same exact one that you get with the Secret Wars pack, identical. And I think Dark Hawkeye also has one. I have him. I haven't opened it or reviewed him, but when I do, I'll let you guys know. Same exact thing. Paint apps are the same. There's no difference. Hasbro obviously didn't have to make any new molds for any of these figures. I thought it was interesting that they made a 4-pack Avengers comic collection with all these characters, and somehow, some way, they couldn't squeeze new articulation, new color, new costumes, new anything. It was just all repeats, literally repeats. So some of you guys out there that bought it and are frustrated with the extras that you didn't get, I feel your pain, but you know, we're hungry. They're taking advantage of us right now, so hopefully this doesn't happen for too long. Let me bring out the reason you guys are looking at this video. There is the first generation Hulk. Of course, you know they made a green one, a gray one, a Secret Wars green one with the 80s head, and both double fist, and then there's the red Hulk. Now they made a red Hulk in the Hero Age 3-pack. It's coming out, and it's the same articulation as this one, same body mold. Yes. Now this is the real dark green Hulk, very similar to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends one in color, but the articulation is phenomenal. Look at that. He can look up and down. Hulk can smash in all directions, and 360 on a ball joint. Now that ball joint is connected to a pivoted neck that comes out. Look at that upper articulation for the torso and lower articulation for the torso. 360 degrees. Look at that, folks. That is very impressive. I mean, we've come a long way since 2009. Look at this. Bicep swivel where he didn't have it before. Ball jointed shoulder. Okay. Ball jointed elbow is what he's got. And he's got the wrist twist. Look at this. Phenomenal. I'm very impressed by Hasbro on this one. Very, very impressed. I don't know if David Bonner had anything to do with this or any say, but you know, whoever did, props to you, man. I like it. I like it a lot. Hulk does smash with those fists. Unfortunately, there's no wrist pivot, which I guess you could benefit from it, but it's the Hulk. Who cares? He's going to smash the things. So you had to give something up, right? The range of movement on this particular Hulk is much better. This one was expected to come out in the next wave in the summer that everybody's been waiting for. Look at this. You've got the thigh cuts, ball jointed hips. Alright, ball jointed hips with the thigh cuts. You've got 360 degrees. Double jointed knees, folks. Look at this. Double jointed knees. Hulk last time, he didn't have that. He had the awkward knees, but double jointed knees. Alright. The idea behind this is so he can stand up straight. And of course he's got the pivot on the ankle. Look at that. And it rotates. So it's like a ball joint pivot thing. mimics the real ankle. Now, I really like this a lot. Now, if you guys had the World War Hulk, you guys probably saw some of this, but this is a total package here. So, the single-carded Hulk is coming out, I think, this summer, and I don't know how many people are going to rush for it. I don't know if the paint is exactly the same color as this one, but hopefully we get a nice greener Hulk like the one on the left. This Hulk seems to be less bulkier than the other one. He feels less bulkier and lighter. So, unfortunately, that Hulk is going to go into the duplicate bin and probably retired. And this Hulk is now the official Hulk, as of right now, until the single carded figure comes out. And then, of course, the red Hulk is already out in Asia, and a lot of people have those. So, yeah, I hope this was very informative to some of you guys making on the fence about making a purchase on this. But buy the other pack. You never know. You know, I didn't buy the Walmart gift set when it came out, and I'm kicking myself looking for a clear shield. There's the Thing for comparison and size. Thing looks like he has a lot of the same articulation, but he doesn't. He doesn't have the bicep swivel. He doesn't have a lot of the. He doesn't have the thigh cuts or the double joints. Man, they've come a long way. At least Thing looks like he's in place with this Hulk, because this Thing fighting the other Hulk the other Hulk just always look awkward. Look cool, but it's very hard to pose him. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you guys make a good decision, and just get it. You know, if you got it, get it. Walmart apparently is getting one box for delivery, so if you see them, that's it. That's all you're gonna get until further notice. And I know there's another set coming out, which is set 3, which has movie series figures like King Loki, Thor, a giant Iron Man, and a Captain America movie version. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and subscribe, tune in, and I'll see you next time. There is Thor for comparison. Let me bring out some more Avengers to show you what the new lineup is gonna look like. Modern Thor. We've got Extremist Iron Man with the Tony Stark's head. Let me bring out my buddy over here, Black Widow. She's the official one. She's the Toys R Us exclusive. Captain America. Now, he's not my official one, but he's my favorite for now. He's from the Claw 2 pack. So, hope you guys enjoy this review. Hopefully this gave you some ideas. And if you guys have any questions, hit me up. Any comments, hit me up. I appreciate it. Thanks. Thanks so much, guys. So, what are you guys still watching this for? It's not the Avengers movie. You're not going to get a sequel to this. It's just Iron Man. Yeah, let me move him over here so you can look at that Sky Cycle. Hulk smash. Hey, listen up, bucko. Yo, the business not that bad. Somebody promised me a shawarma. You got hummus?